If you believe that you're superior because you're white, you are Jewish.
All the Muslim grifters are turning on each other. From Andrew Tate to Nick Fuentes to everybody else's goofballs associated with, they're all turning on him now that he's trying to defend his home country. This is footage of Sneako talking about the issue now, and then there's footage of him in the past, and the difference is crazy.
Montage.
The reason that they're lying, so comfortable lying about a Christian country, their Christian brothers in Haiti, is because they don't consider them people. They don't consider them brothers at all.
Flashback.
The reason that the earthquake might have happened in Haiti, not Dominican Republic, is because they practice something called voodoo. They call themselves Christians in Haiti, but at the same time, they practice a voodoo, like an African voodoo version of Christianity.
The next morning.
Vast majority of Haitians, if you've ever met and talked to them, they're Christian, they're Catholic. They like will bury period blood and like mix it with hair, put it in the ground. They'll do demonic rituals where people start like vibrating and shaking. You hear a language, that you don't understand, and you think these are Some of the people like will fuck horses. So maybe that was God punishing this island for practicing witchcraft and trying to conjure the devil in order to get power. So all they say is you should just leave. You should leave America. Leave the country. Bye. We don't like you. This should be a white country. When was this ever a white country? White people created America.
Bro, I literally debated this loser. He was here supporting Nick Fuentes, who wants a white country. He sucked that dude off. He went into his rallies. He was doing his campaign stuff. He kept supporting him. And now he's over here, now that the Haitians are getting some flack, and he's going, well, when has this ever been a white...
White people created America. White people created America. The United States of America is a white country. It was built by white people. It was created by white people.
See? See what I'm saying? Bro, I hope he just has like multiple personality disorders and he's got a problem.
He's gone full blue pill. He's so based, then we start shitting on Haitians and it's like, whoa, 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 you're a white supremacist.
I went to Haiti 2 months ago, didn't eat a cat. So from firsthand experience, no cats.
Haiti's not so bad. Well, why don't you go live there, bro? Why don't you go bring Islam to Haiti? You can go be a jihadist in Haiti. Yeah, except they can't read and they eat mud. Fucking based. Now they eat dirt and they swim in an open sewer.
It is what it is. I'm not white. I live here. I know I'm never really gonna, but that's the truth. Stop sucking Hitler off. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I've come to realize, and I didn't know this, a lot of people warned me about this, but conservative ideas to a lot of people, it's just white supremacism. It doesn't go back to God, it goes back to Hitler.
It was Hitler evil.
Was Thomas Jefferson evil? How about switching sides? Did you think that I was gonna be an Uncle Tom in the big house for you whites?
Sneako. If the founding fathers saw you, they would have enslaved you. They'd be like, where is your owner, bro?
Me and Nick are good, man. I've always loved Nick. Nick is a friend of mine. I never question Nick. I never question Nick's capability, or I've never questioned his intentions. He's a real he's a real ass nigga. So yeah, me and Nick are good.
I had to watch Sneako over here defend Nick Fuentes when he said he's against interracial marriage, which is the very thing that birthed Sneako in the first place. Sneako wouldn't even exist if Nick Fuentes was in power.
Like, Nick really, if I listened to this whole call, I don't think he said anything that makes me want to cancel him. I think he's a good guy. He's saying, hey, I love everybody. Is he really being that?
Yo, that's crazy.
Bro,
that saying
Sneako,
that.
that's
Sneako, I'm not even gonna lie. If he had his way and he had, first off, you wouldn't even exist because you're the basis of an interracial marriage. So, but you don't find it kind of crazy that the ideal world that he envisions is one in which you wouldn't exist in?
Sneako. If the founding fathers saw you, they would have enslaved you. They'd be like, where is your owner, bro? Sneako's going woke. It's got to stop. Sneako, we love you. We want you back on Team Red Pill, okay? Me and Zerka, we're dragging your black ass back to Team Red Pill.
I'm not watching anymore. I can't watch anymore.
Thank you.
Listen, if Sneako's involved, just know he's wrong because We don't even know.
He already said the opposite.
Yes.
He already said the opposite.
I can't take Sneako seriously, bro.
It's like whatever he said, he already said the opposite before. So.
And I watched him. I watched him go from what he was to what he was then to what he became afterwards to version 7.0 now. And it's just like, dude, just go be yourself. And if you don't know what that is, stop asking all your daddies for tips. Stop looking. Dude, this guy used to remember he used to do a fucking cringe Andrew Tate thing where he would stand everywhere and he was doing his little pose. Like, we get it. The reason why people were memeing on you is because every time you spoke in defense of him, you still had his cum all over your face. So nobody was going to take what you said seriously. It's hard. We have evidence that you've been sucking him off. We watched how you were when you went over there to Romania and he barely looked at you and he looked at you, you're a fucking loser. Why? Because real people can recognize how much of a goofball you are. Right? Because they may not know it because they're seeing this version of you now, but they're going to watch the next version of you and they'll be like, yo, what's wrong with this guy? He was someone else just a year ago. Why was he someone?
No, Sneako, that's not what happened. You did not give a fair criticism based on Islam. Firstly, it is not your job in Islam to criticize anybody. That's the first thing. Second thing, you questioned my faith and called me a Jew. So you were responded to in kind. You cannot be a passive-aggressive little girl. I understand you're young. But if you talk that way to people, you're going to be responded to a certain way. And you do it all the time. It's not just me. It's just who you are. You're very, like, smarmy, snarky. That's who you are. That's fine. But you deserved it. And you got brutally wrecked because you deserved it. Because you can't call me a Jew. And also, just because you've been Saudi and I've been trapped on house arrest, you don't get to be a better Muslim than me and tell me how the world works either, friend. Right? So, no hard feelings, but you fucking deserved it. Right? If you said it in person, I would have knocked your ass out. And I would have helped you get up afterwards and said, sorry, sir, I had to break your jaw. Sometimes things just have to happen. You know? I know you think you're a tough guy because Strickland couldn't finish you. I'll finish you. Don't worry about that. I'm built different.
He was upset because Sneako had a problem with something he said. And Sneako, I think, said something along the lines of, quoting Andrew Tate, says, white supremacists are totally right. And then Sneako replies, this goes against the core fundamentals of Islam. God did not, in fact, choose any race as supreme. And if you believe so, you're Jewish. Okay.
I did not revert to Islam to try to attract fans from Islamic countries. I did not I did not revert to Islam to use a shield from hate. I did not revert to jump on a bandwagon. That is a grift. I am not a grifter. I keep my faith between God and I. Anthony Joshua, Mike Tyson, Dave Chappelle. Many prominent Muslims are private. Praying in private is showing worship to God. This is true faith. Trying to act as Muslim as possible for internet likes is simply a grift. Beware the haram police. They're the biggest snakes of all. Nobody haram policed him.
What he said literally goes against the core fundamentals of being a Muslim. White supremacy is wrong. They're not totally right. It's not totally right to believe in a supreme race. That's everything that we're fighting against. The root of all evil stems from a superiority complex from a race.
I swear to God, Sneako literally changes his opinion the way pancakes are flipped when they're on the stove top. And you know what? Changing is not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
But judging people from your vantage point while you're changing so much and then condemning people while they haven't made the right decision. Meanwhile, the decision you're making today are going to be different than what you're going to make. Shut the fuck up. You don't know yourself. Stop telling people who they have to be. You need to figure out who you need to be. You need to figure out what your values are, what your morals are, what your social circles, but you got no idea. You ain't got no clue. That's why your friends keep changing, your values keep changing. You're all about judging people and what haram. Meanwhile, you doing drugs and sleeping with hookers. Nobody trying to listen to you, bro.
That's the second time that you triggered your own self. That's the second time that you play a video of your choosing and then you get triggered. That's amazing. That's amazing triggering skills.
What a goofball, bro.
Yeah, it is. He is. I don't have much to say about Sneako. I never really liked him.
Fair?
No, that's not true. I appreciated him at first, back then when you showed me his videos, where he was doing, the first version of Sneako.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit, this dude is interesting. Interesting. I didn't know the dude, but interesting. And then he starts flip, flop. Jesus. It's always a flip with him.
Yeah.
It's not even a good flip. It's like out of all the decisions that you're trying to make, you always take the wrong ones. So it's just whatever.
I don't even think the decisions are necessarily wrong. It's just you are committing to something you don't feel certain about and that you don't actually believe in. You're adopting a belief system that you actually haven't thought through, and then you're preaching it.
Yeah.
It's like somebody just opening up the Bible for the first time, and all of a sudden they want to be a pastor.
You're carrying
and they want to
like
counsel their flock. It's like, bro, you haven't even read through all the Bible verses. Why are you talking to me about what's right and what's wrong? You don't know. So, at any rate, that's my thoughts on this. Like I told you, these people are going to flame out. They're not going to last another 2-3 years. Most of them, you already see their reaches plummeting, and it's going to continue going down. So
People are gonna move on to another thing.
yep. And now they're even fighting with each other. They can't even get along because everyone's calling each other grifters, which is crazy. It's like watching a pen full of pigs, and then everyone's like, "You're a pig. You're a pig." It's like, bitch, y'all pigs. Y'all nasty. You guys are all going to be bacon soon too. Literally, everyone outside of the pig pen is looking at you guys and be like, "Look at these fucking idiots." They all think they're ratioing each other. They all look stupid.
The reason that the earthquake might have happened in Haiti, not Dominican Republic, is because they practice something called voodoo. They call themselves Christians in Haiti, but at the same time they practice a voodoo, like an African voodoo version of Christianity.
I can't take this guy seriously, bro.
Scott, man, we gave everybody mics and just let them yap on about shit they know fuck all about. And this guy's Haitian, which makes it even more embarrassing. Part Haitian. His dad is like some kind of light-skinned Jew, which, if you aren't aware, in Haiti basically means those are the bougie-ass people, the ones who are really not of the people and live in their little castle, their little ivory castle.
Well, that's what those people repeat about Haiti.
What? Oh,
What he said.
Yeah, they're the ones who are going to say shit like, oh, the reason why the earthquake happened is because of
Voodoo.
not knowing that these people are all stealing resources, getting rich off the poor people, and make sure they have no good infrastructure to survive a good hurricane. Now, look, a lot of problems in Haiti, but just beware that the people who talk like this, the way he learned this from his dad, and his dad is one of those people, okay? So every time Sneako claims he's Haitian, just cringe a lot knowing that these people live in their ivory towers and literally never mingle with local Haitians if they get a chance to. They're about as Haitian as me.
No.
Even less, because I speak the language.
Thank you.
My apologies.
And yeah, just, you're not ashamed to talk.
They're about as Haitian as
You're not
oatmeal.
afraid to talk, to speak it. Like, you're going to make efforts to speak the language
No.
with people that speak the language. So right there.
Nunca parler.
Right,
Même si pas bien parler, nunca
Ou
parler.
ka pale men, ou degaj yo.
On comprend déjà. Puis si m besoin li nan créole, nunca
Ou ka
parler.
li tou. Exactement sa map zo. Moun sa yo pa vle pale même langage lan, yo pa vle pale.
M pa pral di que m kap bien parler, mais quand m te parti nan Haïti, m te capable communiquer avec moun yo,
100%.
et tout ça que m di, li ka comprendre. One?
Ou ka kompran?
Li ka comprendre.
Yeah, of course.
But they were also able to understand. Even though it was a little bit like, yo, your Haitian kind of funky, I'm like, yo, but y'all still, like, we get you.
Yeah, but you're making efforts.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. It's just propaganda people spread to make the local population, one, be looking elsewhere for why they don't have the infrastructure necessary to survive these earthquakes, but two, also ostracize something that they don't have control over, which is voodoo. That's it. We're going to stop there for today. Yeah, we'll have to cover